Everybody. How are you? It's me, Heather. So, welcome. I am actually in my dining room today. So, welcome to the dining room. And hopefully, we'll see you here in a few minutes. All right. Welcome. So, we're going to get ready to do a little talk on Dinacharya. And again, we'll give everybody a few minutes. I see people starting to show up. So as we start to show up, if you want to jump over and say hi, that would be great. And then we can get ourselves going from there. All right. Oh, good. Well, hello, everybody. All right. So thought I would share a little bit about Dinacharya, which is our daily routines. And some people may be saying, why would we need a daily routine right now, especially when we don't have a schedule? A lot of us are home, a lot of us are waking up when we want to, going to bed, but others of us are working from home. And I know for us that are working at home, keeping a schedule is still a little tricky. Some days I'd like to get up and take a nap, but here we are. So thought I'd kind of talk a little bit about how that works into our routines. As most of you know, I have been studying Ayurveda, worked in an Ayurvedic clinic for years, and have just gone back to school for Ayurvedic health counselor. I'll be finishing that next year. Yay! Some of the class was able to move on, and some of us waited for another year so that we could take that time. So I'll be back there next year to finish my training. Until then, it's still continuing my learning from here. So I thought I would share the importance of Dinacharya, and what that is your daily routine. And why is that so important? Well, the importance of a daily routine is really to keep balance. And balance is in our mind and in the physical. And then that'll connect to the spiritual. And so as we start to look at ourselves as a whole, we look at ourselves as a whole unit, connecting through our mind, body, and spirit. So in that, keeping the balance, it's really important. And in Ayurveda, they look at your routine as part of keeping balance. We're not going to dive deep into the Ayurvedic side today. Hello. We're not going to dive deep into the Ayurvedic side of it today. We're not going to just get too deep into our doshas or the elements that connect, but we will talk about why it's so important and how that's going to affect. Okay. So with bringing that balance in and that routine, that's going to bring us the balance in our doshas. So for some people, they're going to be a little bit more energetic. For other people, they're going to be a little bit more stagnant. And other people kind of settle right in the middle. So those routines are going to help all of us keep that balance. And when we fall out of routine, what happens is we have a tendency, most of us, will go on the more sluggish side. So we want to kind of bring that in. The other thing we're seeing a lot of right now is that the anxiety is so high. We're now going through something most of us have never been through before. So in this area, in this time of uncertainty, a routine gives us a security. So just like cooking home cooked meals, right now we're eating a lot of grounding foods because it stabilizes, it gives you that security. So I thought we'd go over some of the routine type of concepts. And again, the basis on Ayurveda, but we won't dive deep into the different elements. So some of the ways that we can really look at it is adding in things like waking up the same time every day. And I know if you don't have to get up and go to work, it's easy to be able to sleep all day. It's easy to take a nap. It's easy to fall into those types of routines. But setting those schedules and waking up the same time is really going to help set us up for the rest of the day. So in my house, and you don't have to go by our house because our house is a little crazy, we get up at 4:30. we get up at 4:30 because my other half has to get up. He needs to go off to work. And so it makes it easier for us to get up at the same time. But keeping that same routine, getting up the same time every day, allows the body to get used to it. We wake up almost now without the alarm. I do. I don't need the alarm. I'll wake up and I'm waiting, and then we get up for our day. And then we move right into the next thing that we'll do is we start with a warm glass of water, and that's to get those digestive fires woken up. We've been sleeping all night, and the body's been sitting, it's been resting, which is wonderful, but we need to get everything moving. We need to clean that liver out and get that kidney moving. So having that cup of warm water lets us get into getting that cleared. And we'll talk about the warm water on another talk. There's a whole method to it that we were taught at our Ayurvedic class. Thank you, Erin. I use it every day still. So having that warm glass of water gets the digestion moving. Then meditation. Again, we talked about it the other day. Meditation right now, such an important time. Adding that in. And if you don't have a routine already, look for a meditation that connects to you. Or there's plenty of sites right now out there doing guided meditations, or you can jump on to some of these meditation apps. A lot of Calm app is free to download. So going that route really helps. Meditation is going to bring you that balance throughout the day. It's going to calm the mind, but it's also going to help balance your energies, which is really important when we're going through this time. We want to keep our body balanced because it's going to help strengthen our immune system. And while we're going through this time, when we're feeling a little off and we're feeling imbalanced, our immune system starts to decrease because we move into fight or flight. And that's where we're going to start to see the stresses come in, and then the body starts to roll out. And then a cold comes in or an allergy comes in, and then we're more susceptible to other things. And right now, with everybody being at home, trying to make sure we're staying healthier, keeping the stress levels down are really key. So the meditation is going to help calm everything. And we have some meditations on our site. You'll also see we're adding those in. We literally just started our YouTube channel last week. So we're adding it in as we go. Like a lot of people, we're learning the online world. So I'm more of a hands-on, working with my clients, blending up some herbal teas, all the good stuff on that side. So the online world is my new world. Another big thing, oh, sorry, I'm knocking the table around here. Another big thing is going to be movement. And how do we move when we're home? And if we're not working, a large group of us are not working, and if you're an independent contractor, you are not going to be collecting unemployment. So how are you moving? You're not going to be spending time and money on some of these apps that are going to cost you a lot of money. So movement doesn't have to cost a lot of money. You can do a basic yoga class. Those yoga classes online. I'll also put a few up. I have one of the girls from our Ayurvedic class does some live ones that are great. You can jump on there. She has them right on her Facebook page. You can get on there, watch those classes. There's also some nice stretches, and I'll be doing one later this week that's just to open up and just get a little bit of movement. You can also jump in and do a Tai Chi. I'm hoping that next week we have our Tai Chi instructor on Zoom doing a class, or hopefully we can get him here on Facebook. Hope everybody's doing okay. See a few people jumping on. Hi, guys. If you can't see it over here. So it's really important to do some movement. And that, of course, is going to get those fluids in the body moving also. And it keeps those joints flexible. So it's really important to do some movement. Again, do some yoga, do some Tai Chi stretches. And like I said, we're hoping to get him on here next week to do some stretches for you. But even if you're just doing some simple joint rotations, to just keep those fluids moving, because all of our joints as we sit around, they're going to start to get a little bit more tired. They're going to start to kind of shrink inward, and we really need to be moving and keeping those fluids going. It's also going to help with your digestion. If we're becoming sluggish, or I have a bad habit if I'm home too long, I find binge watching a really bad TV show can sometimes be my downfall. When you get up, you feel sluggish and heavy and exhausted. And then we add in some bad eating habits on top of that, and we're just rolling out of some bad habits there. So movement's going to be really important because we will all be going back to work here one of these days, and it would be great to be moving. So we want to do that every day. Um, and so those are some of the biggest ways to do it. Those are really some of the things that I would keep in my regular routine, and we are keeping them in our regular routine here. I'm waking up the same time. I'm having my warm water. I'm doing my meditation. I'm working on my movement. I'm doing my Tai Chi practice again. I haven't been so good at it. So I got back into my Tai Chi, which is great. So if there was a class that you were looking at doing. Maybe there was that Tai Chi class that you wanted to do, or maybe you wanted to check out a yoga class. Right now is absolutely the time to do it. Jump on and do those. Again, there's so many free offers out there, and I will add on here after we're done some of the classes that I like to see. So it would be wonderful to jump on, support each other, and see some of those yoga classes that are going on, or the Tai Chi classes that are going on. You can also be doing walking. Sunday, the weather was just beautiful here, so we went for a good long walk around the area here. We're lucky enough, we live in the woods, so we have a good area to be able to walk, but not everybody does. But you can still get out and take a walk. And if you're in the city, get out there and walk. Just keep your social distancing. So it's key to keep that moving. Um, Ayurvedic has a lot of really good tips for its daily routines. So the warm water is definitely the one that I not only share with my clients every time, I think, but it's one of the ones I've added in, and we've noticed a huge difference in just keeping the digestive flows moving. And it also keeps with the lubrication. I add a little bit of ghee into mine because I need that extra moisture. So I find that that works really well for me. One of the other things that I add in, and I do not do it daily, is a self massage. On the days that I don't do a full massage, I'll do just my feet and my scalp. Um, the feet are really our roots, and they hit the entire nervous system. So even if you just do a little bit of foot massage, and what I have found is while I'm being home and I'm spending much more time here in front of the computer, I'm not moving as much as I was before. So my legs will bother me a little bit. So I found reminding myself to bring that foot massage back in was perfect. Also, do a little scalp work, and we'll do another video on self massage later. But doing the head massage, head and feet are so important. But what they also do is they're great for vata, and vata is our mind. And so during this time, a lot of us are struggling with anxiety or stress or fears. This is an unsure time. We've never been here before. So keeping the mind balanced and keeping those fears really important, which is keeping us grounded. So doing a nice scalp massage and doing a really vigorous foot massage really going to keep us grounded. It's going to keep us centered, and it's going to help us stay a little bit more emotionally balanced right now during this time, because we are in an interesting time. So the other and last final one that I would really put into my routine, and we thrive on here, is golden milk. And if you are not familiar with golden milk, huge in the Ayurvedic world, and it's become pretty big in the natural health field also. So a lot of people know what it is, but the base of it is turmeric and black pepper, and those two things together. And you need a little bit of a fat whether you're using coconut oil or ghee, to emulsify, to get it together. Without those fats, it doesn't really work as well. So you can blend it up at home pretty easily. You can do 4 parts turmeric to 1 part pepper, and then add a little bit of that ghee in there. And that one is really a big one. I actually mix it up for my clients. We just put together a nice batch yesterday. Those orders go out this week. So we blend it up for our clients with a little bit of ashwagandha and some maca. So again, putting together some of those, everybody has turmeric now in their kitchen. Put a little bit of turmeric and a little bit of black pepper in some warm milk at the end of the night. That's going to help get the digestive system moving. It helps with inflammation. It is a kapha satisfier. And so it's going to help to calm the system, but it also has a lot of nourishment to it. So it's going to balance the vata. So you've got these two things that you really need. And the pitta mind's always thinking and always planning. So planning to have that golden milk and having it around the same time every night is a really good thing for the pitta person. So to wrap it all up, we can start our day at the same time every day, waking up the same time every day, um, getting ourselves into that routine, then doing some meditation, and then moving into some kind of body movement. Throughout our day, having lunch as our largest meal, and then in the evening, settling in with a cup of nice warm golden milk. If we keep these regular routines, no matter what, if we're staying home or we're going to work, it'll help us to move through this with much more comfort. Okay. So, again, I'm Heather from Meta Wellness, and I will be offering some other classes along the way. We're setting up some more live classes. We're also going to be putting together some courses over on Zoom in the next week or two. And we also have sessions available in distance Reiki because we are doing everything from here to be safer for everybody. So we have some distance Reiki that you can just message me about. I'm doing some wellness sessions. So we are still available for those. Also, you can jump on here anytime. We have our YouTube channel now up and we're slowly adding to it. You will also find us over on Facebook and we'll be adding in some videos over there also. So hopefully this helped everybody. And again, any questions, welcome to message me. And I look forward to seeing everybody soon. Bye, guys. Have a great one.